Hey guys, how's it going? It's Invicta TV here, and I'm doing a video today on Bladedancer. I'm using Blink as it is, and I'm going to, of course, I'll be using those broken ass skip nades. As someone who's used both fusion nades and skip grenades, I do just want to point out that while fusion nades are super lame, yes, at least they take some accuracy, granted. They have quite a bit of aim assist, but skip grenades are entirely broken and deal quite a bit of damage for absolutely zero accuracy requirement for the most part. Now, moving on. In that moment right there, I was playing a perfect angle. We were playing pretty good angles. It would have been good if maybe we had somebody go wide to lockers. Unfortunately, I was pushed by a Sardom. If he had an Ace Luna or something like that out, I actually might have still gotten him with Mida. It's a pretty hard spot to counter right there. But he landed every shot and on my head, so it was not a trade. He was still half health, etc. But this time I am going to push wide locker. I can get there quite fast. I can get this guy right here. There we go. Win that fight. Now I'm looking around to see how I can help my teammates. I've gone to throw that broken skip grenade and finish up with the last shot of my Wormwood. Now, I've got this Mida on, so I can see quite long range. I don't see where this guy is, but look at this right here. Look how high you can get if you use Blink just so immediately. Blink is a very, like pro-con jump. You know, it's super good for getting in a situation, getting out of a situation, tricking your opponent up when they least expect it. Giving you some immunity frames, so to speak, due to weird latencies and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's also very tough. And a lot of people never got the hang of it, even in year one somehow. Obviously, I blinked super fast over here to get this flank, and like, look at that situation right there. So I blink over to get over as fast as I can. I make a really hard push, and I push that guy with my Wormwood. I immediately blink into slide and into just nailing him, and then I can Mida the other two down. I'm so far to their side now. I got there so fast they didn't really have time to react, and I can start nailing them from that angle. And then when that last guy pushed me, what turned into a he's probably got me situation, I did a weird blink, a short blink just to my left, and it turned into I almost had him if I had time to land one more shot on his head. Now, I want to point this out right here. So, once more, I blink over really fast, off radar basically the whole time, freeze frame. Look at this kill. I always look for when I kill people. No super, right? The round's only 1-1. Hasn't even been that long. This guy has no super. But let's continue. I want to point that out because, first off, calculate the time requirement. Calculate the kills he might have gotten. Look at the fact that it did not display super to us. And then as we're kind of trying to push in right here, what, self-res? How? How does he have self-res in that short amount of time? And why didn't it tell me if he did? Even if he got it right then, his stupid thing should have been flashing off as he did it. Unfortunately, we could not end up getting that DPS down. I was blinking out right away because obviously Sunsingers in that shorter range are pretty damn powerful. One melee and you're dead. Fusion nades out the wazoo. I try to get my range with my Mida, but I don't know. That was stupid. I don't know how that happened. I can't even calculate how he would have gotten super by that point, but I could jump in for the blink backstab and I immediately blink out. Look how fast you can get in and out of a situation with that. I mean, they had no chance in that specific moment. That being said, we have one pushing in, a little too aggressive. That she was using the head glitch with that table right there. That's good, but we were able to just, you know, collapse the last one because the other guy backed off. Unfortunately, we farmed her with the fusion nade, but it was good. It was good for us to farm her with the fusion nade. And the reason why I say this is like, yeah, I knew the fusion nade was coming. I didn't necessarily expect she would die 100%, but it's good that we didn't just push in on him with leaving her down, and instead got her up just to get farmed, because if we didn't get her up, he might have fusionated one of us and then shotgunned the other. That sort of situation. So always play your revives when you can. Never push in when you've got a revive just a second or two off right there next to you. And there's zero reason to ever do that. Always focus your revives. clearly we got that first guy as he was crossing. His other two buddies went tunnel. So here we are just trying to push this chokehold. He was way in the corner, more than I expected, but unfortunately Nerve went down because I missed the first melee. He kind of jumped over and I did not expect him right there in that corner. I would have gotten him had I known that, but oh well. That was a pretty simple round. Just get them while they cross and chokehold the tunnel. That's fairly easy. Dodge the nades. Very frustrating nades come out of there. Obviously, I'm gonna go ahead and use super with Blade. I was putting on what is this called? Oh, wait for this. Look, I know this guy's storming coming. Don't push a Blade. Don't play into Blade's range. Blade will win against your Stormcaller if you do so. The fact that that guy used Storm in that moment was pretty bad. He should have just waited till my Blade was out and then popped it. If he could. He shouldn't have. Oh my! And now my two buddies went down. He shouldn't have pushed me for sure, and then that would have been a wasted super. But it's better than just giving it to me. So here we are. I'm trying to play as best I can. I didn't know Nerve said he said let me know when to self-res. I didn't realize he meant right then, and then he didn't get the kill. He got shotgun melee. But I'm trying to see what I can do. I got Kenzie up. That fusion nade missed me, and then I slide in with the overshields as best as I can to put damage as he's going for Kenzie's kill. Thankfully he messed up, and thankfully they both messed up. That fusion nade whiffed right by me. Yeah, a little bit. The problem with that situation right there is Nerve and I could have coordinated a bit better. I think he saw an opportunity and he went for it, and it ended up biting him in the butt. I didn't realize, like, he said it so fast, I didn't even realize he said he had self-res. I was kind of confused, and I didn't have time to react to him saying it before he popped it. But it's all water under the bridge. Moving on, we obviously, pushing from rock spawn, we have the advantage to push this inside. If they go inside, we can take those angles. I made this video yesterday about it. If you want to see how it is from the opposite side, what a typical situation is from the opposite side. So of course they go tunnels. Tunnels isn't a better strategy because it's so chokeholdy. We can throw the nades, we can burn you out, we can, that right there, team shot you quite well. It's such a bad spot. You get so funneled. The fact that I got that guy with that nade is insane, and that's why skip grenades are broken. How long it chased him, how far it, or how much damage it did to him. I don't even know how weak he was before the nades started dealing damage to him, but I know he wasn't that low. I mean, like every skip grenade hit him there, but the fact that they just chased him that long, that there was zero aim to them, like, skip grenades are way more broken than any sticky. That being said, stickies do need their nerfs as well. In fact, for sure, they need to fizzle out when you die. That sounds like a pretty good fix, am I right, guys? But hopefully you guys saw some different things using the Bladedancer mechanic. Hopefully you saw a little bit of how to play this map from rock spawn. This is the last play-by-play I will do for this map because, frankly, it's a pretty garbage map. As much as anybody wants to say otherwise, it's just objectively quite terrible. You've got, you've got the outside direction to push with that diner. You've got middle tunnel, and you have the trains tunnels, and they're all terrible. Like, trains tunnels isn't a fight. Middle tunnel is such a chokehold that it's all up to sticky grenades and lightning grenades and stuff like that. And then the diner is so one-sided as to who's got the better side that, it's an objectively terrible map. But yeah, hopefully you guys saw some blink things, because that was quite fun to use for a minute. And it did get me into situations that wouldn't have been the exact same had I been using a different class. If anything, it could be comparable to Titan skating sometimes, especially when going for distance and speed, to a situation. And I think it's actually pretty dang good when coupled with something like Mida, and that's why I was using Mida. You get an agility boost, which super boosts Blink's capabilities, distances and all that. But yeah, other than that, guys, this has been Invicta TV, and I'm out. Bye. If you guys are looking to support my work, please head over to patreon.com/InvictaTV. You can subscribe for $5 to participate in a monthly giveaway of $50 or more, as well as earn double the chance on Trials of Osiris raffles over on my Twitch. Every little bit helps, and I appreciate the support.